You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole, and Michael C., thank you so much for your Patreon membership request, and you are bringing down some Moonsorrow for us with the new album that we haven't seen on the channel yet, and the song today from that album, the first song on it, Raunioilla.
Thank you so much, Michael, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. We're so excited to get into a new Moonsorrow album, and I can't wait to see what's in store for us today. I'm so excited to get into the first song of the new album, Kivan Kantaya. This is Raunioilla, and I'm so excited to see what is in store for us today. Michael, you haven't given us any lyrics or any background into this, so we are going in blind, knowing that this is going to be a Moonsorrow studio, which is going to be fantastic. Can't wait to see where they bring us today, or this evening, I should say. If you guys are as excited to be here as we are, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments section below if you have a favorite song from this album, or what your favorite album is from Moonsorrow.
Yeah, and we're going through another album right now too, so to start another album with Moonsorrow, we're very excited for that. And you did give us a tiny bit of context, at least for this song, and you were saying that it was when the Christians came to the Norse lands, and then the impending wars that came from it, and then the dying gods that happened after from the scenario. So we're very excited to feel that in the music, where we have the snow there. We always get transferred right to the snow. Looks like a dragon eating itself. We know what that means. Here we go.
Ouroboros.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're at a harbor.
So I think the Stone Bearer is what the album's name meant, and At the Gates is what the song's title is in English.
That's cool. That's a really cool translation. Thank you for giving us that.
Thank you, Michael. Nice. Peaceful start. Oh, that was terrific. I was about to say it wasn't going very heavy metal here. Nails building. Oh. Yeah! Oh, I love their chanting, singing.
This is insane.
Oh. Oh, yeah. So much patience in this one.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Oh, yes. Yeah. Moonsorrow does it differently, y'all. Oh. Oh, I love their chanting! This drummer's getting both of us moving, y'all. Oh, the riffs! There's so much atmosphere again. Just blowing by, y'all.
This is amazing.
One of my favorite intros songs from them so far.
It's like I don't know where to pause, so I'm glad it slowed down a little bit.
Well, it's good to
get into the next bit.
And we're gonna promise y'all we're gonna go read the lyrics at the end of this, just to capture a tiny little bit more to elaborate on to what we felt throughout this journey as well.
And I have a good idea of where this is going and what this is just from what they put through, because they are such a visual band.
They sure
with
are.
Their music.
And we love these studios because, and this guitar right now, it's amazing. Not to take over, I don't want to talk too much over the music here, but this is amazing. I'm happy they didn't go black metal for this one.
Me too.
Oh. They're so unique. How do you not want to hum to this, y'all? Not what you expect from Moonsorrow. Wow, I can listen to that part on repeat. Oh my gosh, how this transitions to the next one, eh? Oh!
So good.
I love melody, and I think that's what Moonsorrow does one of the best. It's their melodic moments, because what even was that noise? Like, was that a synthesizer, or was that a keyboard that was making that?
I'm not sure.
Because that's what I mean. So like they had such a consistent rhythm going on here, y'all. And for me, this is At the Gates' call, because we're gonna elaborate before checking it into these lyrics to see what we just felt without seeing the lyrics at full. And when you're at the gates, and then these Christians are coming in that should be like this paragon of light, it's kind of like it started very calm and not very warlike. And then once they're in the gates, and then the war finally happens, then it got a bit more chaotic. They had the double bass going in there. They had the harder riffs. Some of the solos were happening that all sounded amazing. And then after maybe the conquer or something, and then when the old gods are now passed away, and it's almost like the funeral for the old gods. That's kind of what I was imagining with that last 3 minutes there, when it just kind of kept repeating on that incredible melody that's going to be stuck in my head all night.
Absolutely. I got a lot of the very same stuff that you got with this, because like
Nice.
leading into it, the very first thing I said was, oh, we're at the harbor, because it sounded like a bustling, busy harbor, because you know the Christians just got off the boat, they're just showing up.
Yeah.
And it
Who are these
reminded
folk?
me of what's it called, God of War Ragnarok, when you go in a
Nice.
sense, because like in the video game
Why do you say that? Anyway.
but like in the video game you have the harbor, but then you have the wall and like this gate that blocks the city off from the harbor.
Right.
So like you get to the boat, but you can't get into the city right away. So that's kind of what I got, because then the gates open. So that's kind of what I was visualizing as I'm listening to the music, is getting off the harbor, walking up to the gate of the city from there, and seeing this giant wall, like this Viking style wall, all the way around
how
the
they
city.
did it back then too.
And then because and then the city is all inside, and you can kind of hear the bustle, but it's like muffled because of this big wall.
Yep.
And these gates like open, and you just go into this noise of this busy city with all these markets and everything there. And then it gets dark.
Sure did.
And it got dark, and nighttime fell, and then like a Trojan horse, the strike happened in the middle of the night.
Right.
And it reminded me of like even biblical stories.
Oh,
like
totally.
having to go in, and like everyone had to die. Like you went in and took them out, because their God and my God and
woman,
that
child,
clash.
everyone had to go.
And it was bloody. It was the bloodiest fights in history that ever happened, were these crazy historical like battles.
These ideological
clashes
that were happening with these cultures.
Because that's what it was. It was an ideological clash.
It sure was.
Whose idea was going to win.
Yeah.
And so if these were bloody battles.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, because like when it first came in, it's like, we welcomed you into our city.
Totally.
We opened the gate and let you in. So I'm really glad this didn't go death metal or black metal, because it had that state of confusion still within it.
Yeah.
As you're like, hey, wait, what's happening? And that was kind of what you were feeling along. And then having that growl, that scream can't come out, as it's like the gods clashing and everything that was happening.
Absolutely, yeah.
From that scream. But then at the very end, when it just kept on that repeat, and then that like almost Catholic style chanting started. Because that's what it was. It was a Catholic style
like a funeral,
chanting.
y'all.
It felt like a funeral chant. But then I was also imagining like in like Game of Thrones and other battle scenes like that, where they have to go make sure the dead are dead as they're walking through the battlefield,
poking some
and
people,
that poke
that
was happening,
just
and
to solidify
it all as they're humming, and they have their like incense going as they're sanctifying and purifying everything. And that's what I just imagined, was these dressed in black, really terrifying looking like nun-like things.
Absolutely.
going through.
It kind of almost made it a nicer journey, not knowing the
Yeah.
full lyrics while going into it, because then you can create these different images that could be
Absolutely.
right or all that. So we're gonna quickly just check out the lyrics. We'll be right back just to kind of elaborate what we get from that, and then we're sending everything off after.
We just read through the lyrics there, and oh my God.
That adds a lot.
It adds so much to this. So like one of the things, like listening to this before reading the lyrics, I definitely thought it was like, they were greeted in like, hey, like,
Yeah, it was a little more
It was a
nicer
little-
welcoming.
it was a nicer welcoming, but it was actually, there was so much anticipation based on the lyrics
Yeah.
that everyone knew this ship was coming.
They could see it
could
coming.
see it coming.
Oh, yeah.
They knew that it was unfamiliar. They're like, wait, this isn't
Yeah.
okay.
What are they holding?
What are they
They still have
holding?
crosses in
They're
their
holding
hands.
crosses in their hands
Yeah,
as they're coming to
exactly.
the land.
Yeah.
And so they're greeting them with swords before the gate.
Yeah.
So like that clamoring where I thought maybe this is a busy market, that was the sounds of war as they're already fighting their way to the gate.
Yeah.
And then fighting through the gate. And the battle, the blood and battle and everything that was described in there, as they're even the lyric in one of the sentences was and now our gods are deprived, for the murderers have come and slain and burnt everything.
Yeah.
So like even going in, like I thought maybe, as we see like with the bayonet,
You have to make sure the person's dead.
but to make sure the person was dead,
Mm-hmm.
but instead it was with fire and flame.
Definitely.
So a lot more gruesome.
Burn them
and
all to
gory.
crisp to make sure
Burnt
they ain't
them
gonna
to a
make it.
crisp.
Yeah.
Wow.
To send that flames up to as a incense to their god, opposed to the
Yes.
gods, and that's why it's intense, because that's what was happening there. And they even mentioned one of the gods from the pagan religion in the lyrics there.
Yeah. What was his name?
Like Cucko or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I forget now.
Yeah, it's all good,
But
but
it
it was
was-
one of the pagan gods.
Absolutely. And it was the pagan god of the harvest, the wind, and weather.
Yeah.
So really cool stories and lyrics behind all of this.
Absolutely. So I think maybe moving forward, we're going to do this way where, because Michael, you gave us enough to kind of have that context to go into the song. We got to get our own images creating. Then we check out the lyrics after. We see if it adds anything to more, see if we missed anything. And then we can kind of weave the story even better together. And we hope you guys are enjoying this Moonsorrow journey with us. We love the support from you all. We hope you're enjoying that we're going through the albums itself. So stay tuned for more, because there's definitely more coming from this album. And as Alanna just mentioned, she mentioned God of War Ragnarok. So probably stay tuned, because that's probably coming down the rabbit hole from a song from that as well. That's why I thought it was really cool you said that. But without further ado, y'all, thank you so much for spending time with us again. But we are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Michael, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. This was absolutely phenomenal. I love Moonsorrow and just how much of a visual band they are.
Yeah.
Lots of bands strive to be visual just like Moonsorrow is, but they have such an abstract and being able to bring their music into such a cinematic piece.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. This was a phenomenal journey. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care and bye for now.
Or God's bless.
God's bless.
To you.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.
Thank you all so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you had a good time and you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss the next one, here is a very easy way that you can make it to our next one by hitting the subscribe button. If you liked what you heard on this video and you want to support this artist, then an easy way to do that is going right here. And I think we have a really good video for you right here that we think you will enjoy. Thank you all so much. See you next time.